morning, ladies and gentlemen. With us, Dylan Price, the real deal. Hey, thanks for joining us on this interview. How are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great, bro. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure. I mean, hey, when was the last time that I visited your gym? Now, I can't remember, but that was a while ago. And
I
when I,
think it was 2019.
oh,
Dang, you
imagine.
did visit. I forgot you came to the gym. You came with Jason, right?
Yes, of course. We, big shout out to Jason. I mean, he came and he invited me as well, and then we came in and we were chilling around. I mean, definitely see you. You're doing your thing and inside the gym. Showing Jason how to throw punches and all that. Even though you showed me also on the punching bag, I remember that. But hey,
I remember that.
hey, I see you've been improving, better and better. It's like your skills continue developing, growing. Tell me, how is it for you, right now to retain your undefeated record, 14-0, and now you're going, against an opponent that eventually his name is Drew.
Uh, it feels great. I'm excited to be back in the ring, fighting for a title. I just can't wait. Like I said, I'm fighting a tough opponent. He's 10-2. He's tall. He's southpaw. He's long. So I want everybody to tune in July 16th and watch me work.
Hey, I know it's gonna be, great because you've been performing, places like, New York and what can I say? It's been great to see boxing is now coming back. When I say coming back, is because in 2019, unfortunately, and with all due respect to everyone out there, due to the pandemic and things like that, made it worse for everyone. I want to send in,
Right.
prayers to those people who lost, families and being affected by this issue. But right now, things are getting better. So, hey, where is it gonna be this fight that you're gonna have? Is it Pennsylvania?
Yes, it's in Chester, PA, at the Elevation Center, July 16th. It's going to be star-studded, and we got a lot of special guests coming through fighting. So I want everybody to come through. If you can't come through, tune in. We're going to drop the link where you can watch it. It's going to be pay-per-view. It's only about $10. Check it out. So people going to be able to watch it worldwide.
Oh, definitely. I mean, hey, when it comes to boxing, I know people are excited. Like I said, to see you boxing coming back and eventually taking the steps, forward, moving forward. Because right now we just recently had what was it? That was Serrano Taylor and also Dave Gervontas against Rolly Romero, which it was a great night. But when it comes to you,
Right.
how you been handling, all these issues that I just mentioned in the beginning. I mean, is it the gym open right now?
Yes, the gym is open. Yep. We've been open throughout the whole pandemic because it's our gym, so we were able to open up whenever we felt like it. And yeah, nothing never stopped during the COVID. During the pandemic, I got I think about 4 fights. So we've been staying active. And I had a layoff because I was going through some things, trying to negotiate some contracts, but
Sure.
uh, I'm back now, and we're doing it our way. We got our own promotional company, Price Promotions, and we're not going to rely on those other guys. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to bet on ourselves. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's great. Hey, congratulations. And if I'm not mistaken, your dad is the one who runs uh, your uh,
Yes.
your promotion company, and that's great. I mean, to hear that, eventually, I don't know if you guys willing to allow people to come in your
Yeah,
company. Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. My dad actually, I just spoke with him about that maybe a week ago. We're definitely in about a year or so looking to start signing fighters, or probably less than that, looking to start signing fighters and moving them well and things like that. So we have a lot of things in store that we've been keeping under wraps, but the world will see soon.
Oh, great, great. I mean, this message will go for all the, audience and eventually boxing people that I know for a fact someone, I mean, I don't know his name, but I heard by somebody else that he's looking around for a kind of promotion company. So I think I can refer that to this person yourself. So see if he works for him
Definitely.
and for you guys. I mean, hopefully. But eventually, the good thing is that you're back in the track. Whatever issue you went through, we pray to
Right.
God give you strength, fortress, and of course the energy that we see you back. I
Yeah.
mean, hey, I remember when I started, watching yourself and going against your opponents.
Right.
Difficult fights as well, but your skills and everything that you've been preparing on the gym, you've been
Right.
developing and every fight, and which is great. So
Thank you.
I'm assuming like 1, 2, 3 fights, maybe. When do you think that you could, I mean, of course you have a challenge right now. If you come
Right.
successfully on this one, do you think that in the future we will see you against people that eventually has titles like the WBA,
Definitely.
Francisco Estrada or Jesse Rodriguez, WBC?
Yes. I would say about three more fights, about 2 to 3 more fights. I see myself fighting for a world title.
Hey, I
Uh,
mean, I can't wait if these things happen in the future. Willing God,
right.
eventually will happen. Dylan, I mean, right now there was a fight that eventually we saw, Canelo versus Dimitri Bivol, and what do you think about, right now? Eventually Canelo got a loss, and sometimes people
Right.
criticize Canelo, but I mean, I
Right.
leave it to you. What do you think about this?
Uh, I don't have nothing bad to say about Canelo. He dared to be great, and he came up a little bit short. Looked like the guy was a little bit too big for him. But hey, it happens. He stepped up to the plate to take the challenge, and he came up a little bit short. So I can't say nothing bad about him. I still think he's a great fighter. I still think he's going to go down as the greatest Mexican fighter ever. So yeah,
Wow,
that's my take.
yes, and right now I know we have Triple G, trilogy fight.
Oh, he fighting Triple G, right?
He's gonna fight
Dang.
Triple G. I mean, what do you think of that? I mean, it's both two great fighters. I think this type of fights that eventually people want to see. Basically right now it's gonna happen. What do you think
Right.
of this right now match that it's upcoming very soon?
I think I think Canelo beat Triple G. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think Canelo beat him again. It's
That
gonna be a good fight. Triple G could definitely fight, but I
yeah.
think he'll beat Triple G.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a great fight because Triple G will come, to leave everything. 40. If I'm
Right.
not mistaken, 40 years old, and I think he wanna give the best of him.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, he's 40 years old
what
now.
would
He turned 40 years old. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna play a big fact on or affect him on his age, but definitely I feel like Triple G will come and will bring everything against Canelo. Um,
right.
what do you
No, I
think?
think so.
Yeah. What do you think now of Canelo? Like I said, I was listening some critics and watching critics. I feel kind of like not disrespectful, but I feel like people likes to criticize when you get a your record. Like let's say you catch a
Yeah.
1, 2 losses and all of that. I in my opinion, I think it's great to see fights. Doesn't matter if you catch the a loss. I mean, which is I don't wish for nobody, but eventually I'm not the one who plays a role in boxing, like participate, like, oh, you win, you lose. I mean, judges does that. But what do you think of that? That eventually right now they trying to
I
bring it
felt
down Canelo.
I felt like the people, the critics and stuff like that, they act like that because they never been in the ring before. You know what I'm saying? All of the people that criticize the fighters, you never stepped foot in the ring before. You just behind a computer or on a notepad writing things down. So me as a fighter who's been in that ring since I was 9 years old, no, I don't believe one fight can define, well, one loss can define you. Just 2 fights ago, everybody was saying Canelo was the best fighter on the planet. He only had 2 losses, like 50 something and two, with 30 or 40 knockouts, 40 knockouts. So it's like, nah, man. I just feel like the people who say those things never step foot in the ring before, so they can never understand. You from Mexico City, right?
Yes, I'm from Mexico City. You know,
How could I tell you about Mexico City if I've never been to Mexico City? I'm not from Mexico City, so how could I possibly explain to you what it's like being in Mexico City? I can't, right? Because
it's
I've
true.
never been there before. That's
Yeah,
the same thing with the critics.
yeah, I agree. You know, I mean, all due respect, you know, I mean, to every boxer out there, because at the end of the day, you know, whether win or lose a fight, I mean, you guys deserve, you know, respect, because one punch can change, you know, the fight, but also one
Right,
punch can define, I mean, can change, you know, your life.
right,
If you caught
right,
the punch, you know, wrongly, you know, things can
right,
go worse. And you know, God forbid, you know, because I don't, first of all, I don't want to see, you know, none of that eventually happen to nobody, whether it's a
right.
female or male, you know, whether, you know, has a good career in boxing, whether not, you know, I mean, I do respect, you know, everyone. And it comes to be a beautiful sport when we respect, you know, and see things like that. Right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I know. You know, I was just talking, you know, earlier with someone, and I was saying, you know, listen, I was there, you know, when Sergi Kovalev lost, and that was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, his first knockout, and it was, you know, badly against Eliader Alvarez. And you know,
Okay.
guess what? You know, the next time that I saw Sergi Kovalev, you know, I have the, you know, with, of course, with respect and everything, I have the guts to come over Sergi Kovalev and ask him about his health first.
Right,
And he responded me, I'm okay, you know, I've been and seen the doctor and everything. He checked me, and he says good to go. You know, other
right,
maybe other reporters, they afraid to ask those questions. You know, I wasn't, because I
right,
was respectful, and I want to see, you know, how far can he go. And guess what? When he fought against Eliader Alvarez, he overcame that. He won against
right,
his title back. So that's one thing that, you know, you mentioned. We can't define, you know, fighters for having one loss, two losses in their career, and say, oh, he's not coming back. No, we probably were wrong. You know, when people thought that Sergey Kovalev it was gone, guess what? He started training back, and he started, you know, saying, you know, this is the thing that I did wrong. I'm gonna fix it. And he came back,
right.
and he regained his title against Eliader Alvarez. And look, you know, I mean, we can say, you know, a fight like you mentioned, you know, if a person hasn't been in the ring and say, you know, oh, you know, he did this, he did that, you know, it's wrong, because at the end of the day, people can come back from their losses, and regain their position and titles again. So
Right. You're 100% right, bro.
hey, yes. So very short. I mean, right now we're gonna have Kambosos versus Devin Haney. What do you think about this match? It's fired up. I mean, both fighters coming with
Uh,
everything. What do you think of
me and
that?
my brother, me and my brother was actually looking at the odds. We plan on betting on that fight. I would say Devin won a unanimous decision. George, I like George Kambosos though. He can fight, but I just think Devin is overall better fighter.
I think Devin Haney seen something in George Cambosos that he can definitely, you know, he feels. I seen him very confident. So you
Right,
know, I know it's gonna be a tough fight, because the way, you know, Cambosos for Lopez, Teofimo Lopez, I know it's gonna be war. But at the end of the day, I feel like Devin Haney is gonna play a smart thing. He's not gonna probably go, you know, and do one of the mistakes that, you know, he can cause a loss on his career. But eventually, these are the fights that, you know, people want to see it, and we're happy on that. So I would say we
right,
got to stay tuned and see what happens and what happens next to both of them, because they will bring, you know, heat on this match. So
right. You're 100% right.
so Dylan, remind us, you know, the day when it comes from your fight, and of course, you know, where we can catch you, you know, so we can watch this fight before we wrap it up this interview.
I want everybody to tune in July 16th. Well, if you can't be there, tune in. You can purchase your tickets. You can just click the link in my bio. It's going to be an exciting fight, exciting night. We got a lot of special guests coming. We got the stars, the cars. We may even have a couple YouTubers, famous YouTubers fighting on the card. So you never know with Price Promotions. We always gonna have something spectacular. So I just want everybody to purchase the tickets at Price Promotions. You can click the link in my bio, and if you can't be there, I'll be dropping the link in a couple weeks where you can watch the fight live. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
And
thank you, bro, for the interview.
oh
Appreciate it.
no, thanks to you. I mean, Dylan, without you, it impossible. It wouldn't be possible this interview. And I want to say thank you. I mean, God bless you. Before all of that, and definitely, one day we're gonna bump into
Right.
each other because I
And
know I've been.
I need you at the fight, bro.
I
Listen,
know.
a fight is not gonna be a fight without you there covering.
I
I
know,
need you.
my
If you
brother.
don't come to the fight, I'm not fighting.
I know, my brother. I really want to give you apology, and if I get in touch with Jason Cross, I definitely am gonna, contact him in order that he can come over. So definitely, I'm gonna do that. And hey,
Okay.
my apologies, best wishes for you, and of course, prayers for you before all of that. Because, like I said, I don't like to criticize a fighter because at the end of the day, if he loses a fight, someone, I gotta say thank you because it takes a lot of guts to come
Right.
and to step it forward in the gym, and not everybody does that. Believe me, nobody
Right.
every no not everyone does that.
Right. No, you're
So
100% right.
thank you, Dylan. Definitely gonna stay touch in you. Wishing you the best in your career, and of course, in your upcoming fight. So we stay tuned.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
Thank you.